Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Distant Stitches. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7.
I'm Liz, also known as Jaded Knitter.
This is episode 28. This is take 3. Reasons. And today we are Saturday, September 16th.
Yep.
So, how have your last 3 weeks been?
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
I had a week off. Like, I took a week's vacation in there because I always take a week. I try
in the fall.
In the fall, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't have kids, so I figured why take it when everyone and their
Else
dog is trying. Well, exactly. And
you take it in March too, but not on March break.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're already into tangents, you know. It is what it is.
Yep.
So we are closer to the camera this time, a little more professional.
And, you know, better lighting because we've moved into my sunroom.
I got this one side. Wait. There. Now you can see it. So what are you wearing?
I am wearing the Labrador tee out of Trailhead yarns, and it is by...
Where did I put it? Oh,
Samantha
Van Noy or
Van Noy.
Van Noy.
Who I actually met at Montreal, Knit City,
Yeah.
Knit City, Montreal, and that's where I got the Trailhead the yarns for this. The stripes on the top are, the pattern calls for much shorter stripes, but I had gotten this as a set, or gotten these ones as...
It was a mini set.
It was a mini set. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to use all of the yarn. And knit patterns are inevitably too short on me anyway, so I need to lengthen it. And then I had bought another full skein of this lovely gray color down here to finish it off.
Yep. It almost looks like it's meant to be.
Oh yeah, and I love it. It's
light and airy.
It's light, it's airy, it's done in, it's 100% cotton, so it's perfect for the not fall weather we're having. Yeah, the week I was off, plus 40. First week of September, it's plus 40.
Because our summer was May and September.
Yep, that's how it rolls in Ottawa.
I'm wearing the Noni by Megan Nodecker, who is from Pip and Pin. I test knit this I think 2018. And the yarn is Night Owl Fibers and the Poison Apple. So, I'm not sure if you can see. But, yeah, so I only tried on like 4 different sweaters.
I might have to.
I think I have 2 skeins of this left, but they're in a bag, and let's just say they're a spaghetti mess.
Oh dear.
Because it took a lot less than I thought it would. But anyway, neither here nor there. Is what it is.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yes, we went to one of the local fiber festivals today, to the one in Kempville, which is just outside of Ottawa.
And we have stash, so we will show you that later.
Yes. But we were both like, okay, well, we have to find knits to wear, but it's not, it's like 25 or something today.
And I didn't want to wear my Ranunculus, and I didn't want to wear my Saltier, because I wore the Saltier to the last festival.
And I actually wore this to the last festival, so I switched shirts.
Yep.
Because I didn't show this on the podcast last time.
And now in my closet, like I had all of my knits nicely folded in bags on the shelf. Yeah, not anymore.
Not so much.
Anyway, so FOs. That was it.
That was it.
I had some FO.
Oh wait, I did have the FO. But you go for yours first.
My FOs are paper piercing because, you know, hashtag not addicted at all. So this was the first one I finished. These are going to be hot pads. So all the papers have been taken out and I ironed it, and I need to put a backing on it. Then I proceeded to make some coasters. So a little Halloween themed. And then this one is kind of, well, there's a ghost on there, so yeah, kind of Halloween. Those still have the papers in them because I haven't taken them out yet. This one is skeletons. And then last night I finished, of course, nobody who knows me, or everybody who knows me, will not be surprised that these are bees.
Not at all.
I'm contemplating like keep going and have like something about this wide for my table in my family room. But yeah. So I'm super addicted. And, you know, Liz knew that.
Yep.
I don't know if I like cutting the fabric, gluing the fabric, or sewing more. I don't know which one I like more. So I got a whole little tray set up at home. It's all good. So that's my FO. And I have a few, well, I have a lot of fabric cut. I should take a picture and show you.
So my faux, I don't actually have it with me because it's in the car currently. I have chronic issues and started using a wheelchair. I rented one to see if it worked. And the footrests on it are massive, and this seems to be true for most wheelchairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I had found a picture online basically of a sling that you rest your feet in. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can make one of those. It's not a new hobby, really. It's not. So
it's a necessity.
Exactly. So I start. There we go.
There we go.
So like I said, it's the whole chair is currently in the car, and this.
She sends me this picture, and I'm like, "What have you gone and done, woman?"
Yeah, it's paracord, and you know all of those like survivalists and everything that you see, like making the like belts out of paracord. That's basically what I did. Was I made a very long
because
rainbow colored,
cheaper than buying them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was like $20 worth of materials because I didn't know any paracord, and it's hard to tell, but like you can see where my feet are resting.
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's better than those footrests that are on the chair itself.
Yes,
because they
stick out quite far, and I always tuck my feet under, so this feels more natural to me.
And you said your turning radius is so much different.
Yes. Like the turning radius for the chair isn't actually all that bad. The problem is there are bits that stick out at the back because it has anti-tippers on it. Mm-hmm. And the footrests stick out at the front. And I mean, at the Fiber Festival today, there was no room. Like me turning around in a wheelchair was sketchy in most, like me moving in a wheelchair
I was kind
sketchy.
of like trying to like lead a path in the front and a lot of tapping and a lot of, I don't want to hit your ankles.
Yeah.
I heard you say to that one lady, I didn't want to take you out at the ankles.
Exactly, because it's got like metal hooks to keep the chair, like if you're on a bus or something, that they can hook onto. Mm-hmm. And yeah, those things will take you out at the ankles. But if I have footrests on it, like really, it adds an extra foot to the turning radius. So
yeah,
this is
top of my head there because I dropped everything.
Of course. Anyways, that's my faux.
Yep.
This is being finished for months. But yeah, that's the faux for today.
So I want to show something that I made a while ago. The first one I made was for my friend Alex, who is MyYarnyCorner. If you don't watch her on YouTube, you need to. She's my UK bestie. And she wanted a needle case. So I made her one first. And if you go on my Instagram feed, you'll probably find it a couple months ago. It's got knit fabric on the front. But I wanted to show the one I made myself. So, of course,
unsurprisingly,
bees. What? And so when you open it up, I want to make sure I don't top the needles. I want to put something for the needles. So when you open it up, I made it so you have pouches here for notebooks. You've got scissors, you have a pen, and then this it's to hold a ring full of stitch markers, like that. And these snap in so they can come out. And then when you turn it, there are more slots and spaces, and then at the back is where I put needle slots. So these are most of the ones I use all the time. I have smaller ones up here, and then I made sure that I had to spot for crochet hooks and stuff. And so yeah, it zips up. If I want to take part of it out, I can take part of it out to make it less bulky. But yeah, I love it. So I made myself one. And I have one in the works almost done for another friend. And then there's another friend. And there'll be another friend. And no, I don't sell them. I don't really plan on selling them. Basically gifting them to friends right now because I don't have the time or the energy to deal with a shop.
Yeah.
So this is basically... And the pattern I got was... It was like an art pencil pattern.
Oh, yeah.
And so basically the outside is from the pattern. The inside, I redid the whole thing myself. And then the snaps is what I really wanted, so that you can take them out if you need to. So I wanted to show that off. So,
and if the camera starts moving, there's a pug under our feet.
there is. So what are you knitting on?
I guess.
Go for it. We're there.
We're there. Is socks, which I think I showed last time, and I don't think I was much further, because these don't get pulled out very often. They kind of get pulled out when I don't have anything else with me.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's the ginger snap yarn,
yes,
right?
This is ginger snap, and I'm rather enjoying it. Like I love her yarn anyway, but I'm not normally a big orange person, especially blaze orange.
She got it because I literally bought it for Bente. Haha, said her name first. More on that later. I had got it for her, but she was like, yeah, not really my colors. And I was like, well, somebody has to have it.
Yep, so I got this Christmas, I think. I think this might have been Christmas.
It was your Christmas. But yes,
yeah.
Speaking of Bente, you know what she said to me? I think I told you. She's like, well, if you had said that the yarn you're using was from me for your ranunculus, you would have won. Because it's always a game. Who's going to say her name first?
Yep.
But then, you know, there's Alex. So,
yeah. And yeah, this is not anybody's pattern. This is just my own basic sock pattern.
Your vanilla.
My vanilla toe up.
Short row?
Short row heel with German short rows.
Very nice. So I am working on, and please tell me I brought the pattern. I'm so professional. I am working on the Traveler Hoodie, which is this. It's hard to see because it's, yeah, it's been folded a few times. Is there another picture in here? Usually Andrea has others. Oh no, that's a darker color. So anyway, it's the Traveler Hoodie by Andrea Renee Knits, and I am using the black is, what did you say it was? Cascade?
Yes, that's Cascade 220.
So I'm doing the ribbing all in black, which you can't really see, and then the texture stitch. I love it. It's just knit and purl rows. That's all it is. And so yes, thank you.
That's off Ravelry. It's one of the pictures.
So there's the hoodie or there's the crew neck. So I'm doing the hoodie.
Yeah, those are all hoodies.
Yeah, there's a crew neck too. It's dark. It's probably words. What?
Yeah, it's you can't see, like on the screen, you can't really see
the stitches.
The stitches.
I'm going to make it much longer because that's like really cropped. A lot of her tops are cropped. So, and the green is Cascade 220 Superwash Merino.
Was it Cascade? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the merino stuff. It kind of knits up like a DK.
Yes.
And it's got this really cool stitch along the sides, so right like along the underarm seam. So, yeah, that's an easy knit. What else you got? I know, putting you on the spot because, you know.
Why not? Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Yeah, I do really like this. This is the Ranunculus, which I call by many other names because I keep adding letters to it, mostly a D in various and sundry places.
I'm not even.
Yeah, don't even try. Normally my MO is to add E's to ends of letters or ends of words.
Ranunculus.
Ranunculus. Ridiculous.
Ranunculus.
Ranunculus.
It's by Midori. Hirose?
It's Knit Cafe Midori.
As Midori Hirose, I think is her name. But yes.
Hirose, yes.
Yeah. If you don't know what the Ranunculus is, you're living under a rock.
Yeah. So it is. Is there anything? Yeah, there's no.
Yeah.
No. So that's the pictures from the start. Mine isn't going to be quite that large.
Mine is more fitted as well.
Yeah, I'm going to do mine a little more fitted. And it is out of...
It's one of those patterns that you can use any yarn and any needle and just make it.
Yeah, and I've got, was it 900 meters?
That's a lot. Way more than you need.
Way more than I need. But I'll probably also make it, again, longer because I have a fairly long torso. and it's out of Laine yarns, and it's in the Bella base, which is fabulously squishy. And didn't realize until I was working with it that it's actually a single ply.
Oh, it's stunning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it. And it is merino cashmere. Oh, merino cashmere silk.
Oh yeah, there's that little bit of silk in there.
I thought it was MCN.
No,
it's not.
No, it's MCS.
And the colorway does not show up on camera. Even, like, it looks blue and it's not. It's like this really rich teal color.
Yeah, you can, blues and greens, like...
Yeah. You can tell a blue and you can tell a green, but it's when you start mixing them, that's...
It's just not going to work.
But, oh yeah, I'm loving it.
Which cast on did you do?
The,
Tubular?
Tubular.
I did just a long tail because I couldn't wrap my mind around that.
Yeah, it was. I've tried it before and it's never worked for me.
And when you look at this, you're like, this is the neck.
Oh yeah, the neck's going to be quite a bit bigger.
But you're like,
oh yeah,
yeah. How is this going to fit me? Yeah, see, I went right to the large one.
Yeah, I did the small one because otherwise I find they kind of fall off the shoulders eventually. And did the tubular cast on, which I've never been able to get right. And I followed
her instructions
word for word, and it was just one of those blindly followed patterns. And
did you check out the videos that I told you about?
No, because I was doing a lot of this in meetings at work.
Well, it's linked in our show notes and on YouTube because someone called me out and said the link is not there, so I went in and I added the link.
Good to know.
But yeah, they show you step by step each stitch. They don't tell you about the pattern, but if you want to know how to do the stitches, like, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So that is on the needles. I actually have a lot of stuff on right now, and I don't normally have this much.
No,
or
me
at least
neither.
In more recent, anyone who's like been watching us for like the last decade, because we've been podcasting for a while.
This is socks.
Yeah. Knows that there was a point where I was damn near in the triple digits with
whips. Yeah.
And I've tried to not be that, but I seem to have quite a few today.
It just happens.
It does. Oops.
Alex was saying, was it the last vlog? They're doing September vlogs right now, and it's like, I'm not going to cast on anything else. Well, you all know me. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I have 3 sock whips, and I'm going to say, what is going on? What? So the first one, you saw last time, and I've gotten a little bit more work done. It's the sock tube that I'm making for my hubby. Do you like my little cow? Moo. That's from my friend Carla. Does she have an online shop? I think she does, but she sent me a whole bunch, and so I'm just gonna knit till the end. I'm still debating trying to make them match, even though they're not mine, and he doesn't care. This is only the first 50 grams. So that's whip number 1.
I think I actually have another couple of pairs of socks on the needles because I think there are a few.
Oh, I have a couple others, but they're just kind of like sitting dormant. I think I have 6 socks on the needles because there's one in the bag I'm not showing because I haven't worked on it. Next.
Oh, right. It's me again.
It's you again.
So the next one is, let's just switch patterns here. This one is wrapped up in cables sweater scarf, which I had seen her do them on Instagram. She had like
she has a couple different versions now.
Yeah, a couple of different versions, and one of the original ones I'd seen it, and it was something she had knit. I guess it was for her wedding. She's wearing a wedding dress in this, and I looked at it and went, I need that. So eventually I now have a copy.
Careful, you might hurt me with that.
Sorry. So that is the pattern.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. It's basically, it's a set of sleeves with a large scarf in between it. So you wrap it around you a couple of times and then slip the sleeves on.
Is there a picture of the back? Because you can wear it different ways.
Yeah, I don't think there is in here. Did I have it open? That's right. No.
Because I saw her on Instagram. She wore it a couple. There, that's the back.
Oh yeah, and that's her in the wedding dress too.
Yeah.
So that's the back, but you can have it, back
back
like
can
this,
be on the front. Like
or
there's
you can
several
have it
different
crossed
ways.
in the back. Yeah, because she's got it there, so it's got the front. And I really like the style and the way it works. So,
and it doesn't look like it's going to come off your shoulders either.
No,
because of the way it's wrapped.
Yeah, and I like bolero styles, but a lot of them don't work, or they don't sit right, or they come off, or whatever. This one looks like it'll actually stay on properly.
And she's a Canadian designer, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that
it's Knitatude.
Yes, because I never actually did get around to saying her name. It is Chantel.
Yeah, her husband's last name is Miyagishima.
What she said.
Yeah. So Knitatude. So instead of attitude, it's Knitatude.
Yeah. It is actually supposed to be knit flat, which I completely missed that piece of information when I started in the round. So it's now...
Now are you knitting it flat?
Now I'm knitting it flat.
Okay.
Because obviously the scarf part needs to be knit flat.
Yeah, but this, like, who cares? Why would you want to seam that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very lilac-y color.
Yes. It's just Cascade 220 that I think I probably pilfered it off of her years ago now. I think it might have been part of that
big bag.
The bag that...
The 12 kilograms of yarn that I mailed to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While living in a small town, my mail lady comes up to the door and goes, "What the hell, Liz? What the hell?"
I literally sent it to her in a TV box. And it might have been bursting at the seams.
There was no might have. There was yarn coming out of one side of it. Like, it was still in the yarn inside was in plastic, but it had burst on one side.
You know the giant vacuum seal bags that you can fit a body in?
Yep. Except it was no longer vacuum sealed by the time it got to me.
And what I don't get, it was like $40 to send it to you. That doesn't make sense.
No, it really doesn't.
Anyway.
I think somebody messed up somewhere.
You gonna show the bag?
Because I might have a lot of pug bags.
I just might have had my sweater in this. Do we see a theme here, people?
Yeah, you want to get me to buy a new, because I have a lot of project bags.
Pugs. Bees.
Yeah. Katie from over at
Nikazuki. Atelier Nikazuki.
Yeah. It's like, what's the first word? She, a couple of years ago, had gotten a bunch of pug fabric, and she texted me with it, and she's like, "So what size bags do you want?"
Here,
so I have, like,
take my money.
Yeah, exactly. I have, like, a set in blue and a set in pink.
And I made you some pug bags.
Yep, and I've got pug bags from Sue. I think you made them in, it was yellow fabric with pugs.
Blue and yellow.
Yeah, it was blue and yellows with pugs. And then I've got this, and I have more. And
I gave her a keychain, made her a cup, you know, all those things. So my next project is the Puffle socks by MyYarnyCorner. And I test knit these for her. And I decided, so I got a set of Halloween minis. So that's the logo. I got a set of Halloween minis. Don't know if I can take them all out. So there was blue, black, there was purple, pink, that's the orange. But I didn't want the pink. So I took from my stash, or was the green, I don't know. Anyways, these are the colors. They're all balled up. I literally did them over my knees on the couch because I couldn't bother going upstairs and scanning them up. So this is what they look like. So each puffle is in a different color, and then I got my little pumpkin. I have one of these at home for you. I keep forgetting to give it to you. So yeah, of course the toes had to be green. And that is living in one of my snap bags.
And my version of that is over there.
Here's, oh, the red one?
Yeah.
I love these because you can snap them, you can roll them down, and then my friend Valerie, who has the Visit with Nana and Papa podcast, she's in Austin, Texas. She had got a couple from me and she snaps them together when she's doing color work.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. So they're one of my favorite styles. So that is on the needles. And what's next? Do you have anything else? Or is that even a question? That, I did the Puffle socks, testing it.
Oh, I know where it is.
Right.
Wrong program.
Talking to myself, show notes, you know.
There we go. And the other thing I have, and I've tried to knit this a couple of times and failed spectacularly at it, and I finally found yarn that I thought would work, and so far it is working. This is the Baltian.
That is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
I need to touch.
It's cashmere.
My God. It's so light.
I know. It's, what is it? Lana Grossa cashmere. And
look at the stitch definition on that.
oh yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Like those colors are just...
Yeah, it's a dark, it's not showing up
And even
well,
if you
but it's maroon.
inverted them, is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Inverted them. This weighs nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's so squishy.
You got that at Wool Time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't need that. No.
It's discontinued yarn
Good.
anyway.
Good.
And I think I bought most of what they had left.
Good. Good.
Now the pattern calls for 3.5 millimeter needles.
That's not a 3.5.
No,
That's a 5.
That's a 5 is what I'm knitting it on, because I had to go up that far to get gauge.
I was gonna say I know that size 5.
Yeah. So it's a weird pattern.
Look at that. Like that's the arm, like the side.
Yeah, that's the shoulders.
God, it's stunning.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when it's done. It is. That's what it looks like.
Can I see the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just a rib at the bottom. Oh, it's got the bell sleeves.
Yeah, it's
Is that what do you call those?
dolman.
Dolman.
Yeah, it's dolman sleeved. So
That's
it'll be
gorgeous.
interesting.
Yeah.
Depending on, because I had to go up needle sizes, I'm not 100% sure about the amount of yarn I have. So I might end up doing all of the ribbing in the light pink as opposed to
That'll be
maroon.
nice.
Yeah.
That'll be very nice.
So it all
And
depends
did you
on-
say who it's by? The pattern?
It's Caitlin Hunter.
Okay. You ordered from Acme last week. I ordered from Acme this week.
Yes, for doing the all wrapped up. Or sorry, wrapped up
In cables.
in cables. I needed an 8 millimeter, so a US 11 needle for it, for the main body, which I didn't have. I had bigger and I had smaller, but I did not have that one. Turns out I did, but they're like the really short, stubby ones, and I was like, I'm not knitting.
That's going to hurt your hands.
That's going to hurt my hands. So I figured, okay, well, I'll order that, and I'll order a few other things that I've been cursing about because I don't have them. And then I'm like, okay, and I keep meaning to buy myself 3 millimeter needles because it's an odd size. It doesn't exist in
in the U.S.
In the U.S. It's
I
not
have
US
some,
size.
and it's like, why do I have them? And then every so often, you need them.
And for some reason, because I've been doing a lot of patterns, I guess, by European designers, it shows up more. And just with the weight of yarn that I normally use, turns out I have like 4 or 5 of the exact same needle. They're all 32 inches, 5-inch needles, 3 millimeter.
But you didn't know that till you bought more.
Nope, didn't find them until I bought more and went to put them all away.
Yep.
But they're all now in one spot, so.
That's what I'm thinking. They're all in one spot, but they're not. Because I know I have at least 2 or 3 2.5 Hayas. I don't know where they are. I have fixed ones, but I don't like to knit. And most of them are 2.25, which doesn't help me. But that's neither here nor there. I think that's it for whips. Do you have anything else?
Nope, that was it.
Okay.
That was all.
So do we, as I said, I don't have my stash from MyYarnyCorner. I can put pictures in, but the bag was one of the things.
We can show it next time.
Yeah, we can show it next time, if I even remember.
Which neither of us probably will, but you know.
But we have stash.
We do have stash. Sure.
Okay.
Because, you know, like we said, we both went to Yarn Festival.
Yep. And so, we'll start with Roots and Rain. Our friend Donna, who is behind Roots and Rain, who is a natural dyer here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, is closing her business for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
I have some of her yarn already, but then when we found that out, it was like, oh no. Oh no.
Because I've been looking at getting some, but I hadn't actually bought any yet.
Yeah, so she was at the festival today, which is one of the main reasons we went. But she was nice enough being a friend of hers, she put it aside for me because I knew what I wanted. So this is the Storm DK. It's the dark collection. This is 100% wool, so Cordale, Merino Cross, and it's called Midnight Storm, and it's a brown, it's hard to see. I will put a picture in the show notes.
It's
but
a lovely, like...
It's a brownie gray.
Yeah.
And so I have 5 of these, and I am going to make the Woolly Waffle Sweater by Stephen West, the new pattern that's come out. And if you want to see what that looks like, go watch MyYarnyCorner because she made one.
Yep. Looks really good on you, Alex.
So, yeah, it does. It's so cozy. People were saying that, oh, she makes her sweaters too big and yada yada, but she wants it. She does not like to wear a winter coat. She's like Bente that way. I'd rather wear a big sweater with something underneath than wear like a winter coat. But I love it. It looks amazing. And that's acrylic she used.
Oh, wow.
You can't even tell.
No, you can't.
So yes, I have 5 of these.
And I got, what's this?
Sorry for the crinkling. Trying not to. That's Donna's Garden.
Yeah, this is Donna's Garden.
Yeah.
So we had a series of really bad storms back over the summer. And Donna's Garden got absolutely trashed. So she collected what she could and made a colorway. And again, it's not really showing up well. It's like a green gray.
It's like a sagey green gray.
Yeah, with hints of like a bit of yellow, a bit of brown in it. She put it up on Instagram and I'm like, I need that. I need that. So I have 4 skeins of this, which will be a sweater, along with
one of her field sock mini sets.
Mini sets. So I'm going to do color work with it. This is... Oh, right. This was wasn't one of her normal bases.
No.
No. This was kind of a limited run Canadian.
That was a Dorset, right?
Yeah. So...
Yeah, that's going to be very nice.
It
very
will.
Nice.
And then I wasn't planning on getting
table.
it, but it was on the table, and it's purple, and it's pretty, and it's squishy, and it's mine now.
And I was lucky enough that she put mine aside for me because she's like, you know what? There's only 2 left, and I needed 5. So,
yeah, I figured I would. If there was some left when I got there, great. If there wasn't, I'd get something else.
I mean, she had a few other colors, but I wanted that.
Yeah.
And then I bought a few cross-stitch patterns because, you know, I need more of those, like a hole in the head. But I couldn't help it. So I got this one. And then when I was paying, I saw this one. I'll try and get that without the glare. But what I really wanted was this one. And when I went to grab it, another lady was in line and she was there, and she grabbed it, and I was like, okay, I don't need that. And then she looked at me, she's like, do you want it? I'm on the fence. And I was like, oh, no, it's fine. She put it back, and I took it. So, yeah, that was going to happen. And I think that's all I have stash related. You have something else?
The only other thing I got was I have been looking for another needle roll. I had gotten some from the company's called Crippen Works. I don't even know if she still exists or not. I haven't checked.
Crippen, okay.
I think it's Crippen Works.
Okay.
I'd gotten them at one of the major U.S. So either at Rhinebeck or the other one down further.
Maryland.
Which, you know, I haven't been into in over a decade, so but they were heavy, like stiff material, and I haven't found anything similar. And then this is Van Dyke Designs, and she's local, and she was there today and had this lovely thing.
It's gorgeous.
She had a bunch of them, but
I don't need bags, like a hole in the head.
But this is actually supposed to be for circulars. Circulars, or was it? Yeah, circulars.
Yeah,
but
that'll work.
But it'll work for, because I'm using it for 8-inch DPNs.
Yeah.
And because I don't have a storage case for my 8-inch ones, which means they're all over the place and it's annoying. So
it's quite nice.
I like it.
I had a feeling you would pick that fabric too.
Yeah, she had a bunch of different fabrics, but this one had like a bit of bright on it, a bit of bold. I like. Me likey.
Yep.
There we go.
Very nice. So yeah, 2 small fabric yarn festivals in 2 weeks. I think I made up for not buying much last week. I bought 2 pins. So yeah. Giveaway.
Yep.
We thought, and I think we mentioned it last time, that we got this from Chantal at Gelaine. She donated these 2 beautiful skeins of her Sweet 17 base, which is 100% superfine merino 17 micron, 426
so
yards
soft.
each, and this is called Sweater Weather.
Which, I mean,
yeah,
will be perfect in another week or so when the temperature finally freaking cools.
and she also gave both of us some of these stitch holder cables. So I thought, you know,
Throw one of those in.
throw one of those in. I might throw some stitch markers, some tea, some chocolate,
We'll see.
stuff like that. And I found one of these, what do you call these bags? There's a name for them.
There is.
Yeah.
I keep thinking gauze, but gauze is the wrong
So I found
word.
one of these little bags, so I put that in there. And we're going to do a giveaway, and it's going to be on YouTube. And how you will enter, I'll let you do that part.
Is you're going to comment below.
Yeah, so you'll see a little arrow that says more. You click on that, and you can go to comment.
Yep, and comment with your favorite fall pattern, yarn, you know,
Anything.
something crafty.
Something sewing, cross stitch, like
Fall
it doesn't
related.
matter. Something
Yep.
fall related. If it's a pattern, we want links. And make sure you use the word fall, F-A-L-L, because that's how I'll do the search when I do the giveaway. But do not use the word giveaway. Please do not use the word giveaway, because that's when the bots come out and it makes a royal mess of all of these fun things that people are doing on YouTube.
Yep.
So the word fall, your favorite patterns, your favorite yarn, it doesn't matter. Fabric, it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
Just, it falls into fall. It falls into fall. See what I did there? So do that, and we will choose a winner in the next time we podcast, which is approximately 3 weeks. We figure is a good time for us to get us stuff done, you know, gives us time in between.
Yep.
Life stuff, you know, all that. So I think that's it.
I think you're right.
So are we going to bring the Puggles on?
No, because he's sound asleep.
Oh, is he? Okay, so sorry, Ruby. No Puggles today. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for joining us. We are back on track and getting into trouble together again and getting lost on the road. Yep, we are.
Just slightly lost.
Just, you know,
Because
yeah.
I may not have turned the GPS on. So I'm like, I don't find the way
Okay.
home. It's fine.
And
It's
I'm
just
like, wait a minute, weren't you supposed to turn back there? Maybe.
oops.
If we don't get kind of sort of lost on every trip, it's just not us.
Yeah.
So take care. Happy crafting, knitting, whatever it is you're doing. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.